Hello, hello, and welcome back to Last Pixel Standing and Project Highrise. So last time we ended up with some large restaurants right here, our sports bar and pizzerias, and all sorts of different things. Let's see, Gerald's, Shirley's, Via Ferrara, and like I said, our little sports bar. They seem to be doing pretty well. We have our medium stores right here, and we've actually unlocked a number of different things, such as the larger offices. I got some money in the bank here, and I'm hoping that we can expand and get those large offices getting started. So what I'm gonna need is to start off a couple new levels and see if we can't get some of the basics included in here. Also, we're looking pretty good on most of our facilities here, except for water's getting a little low. Phone's still good. Of course, we only have one place that needed a cable TV, so we're pretty good. We're pretty good on trash too, actually. So we were getting off on a good tick last episode, and our population has almost reached 250 people here in the tower. So let us get going and see about building those levels up as quick as possible. We're going to need our different utility closets on each level. And I think we're going to continue on with a couple shops. We may need a little bit more diversity. We did have all four of these, which fixed our need for even more restaurants. Oh, and here's a good bit of income. As you can see, I'm almost at 12,000 a day for income. And it looks like our services are providing plenty enough for all our different locations, which is always a good sign. So we're going to look in on what we're going to need for our large offices still. Okay, more technical offices, we're good on that, and a variety of large stores and more technical offices. So we got a few things that we do need. However, I'm imagining the technical offices, if I remember, are the creative departments and such like that. So, you know, I'm gonna make the decision that instead of working solely on the large offices, even though we can build a number of them right now, I'm gonna try and meet that prerequisite. One of my major issues with the higher level offices and such like that is that it doesn't give you a very specific number that is going to be needed. It basically just says you need more and leaves it at that. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully these couple new levels of creative and technical offices is going to fit that prerequisite. So I'm going to do these two, and then we're going to see if that fulfills the requirement. And hopefully, if it does, we start the large offices finally on this top floor, which also means that we're going to need a number of more services, but that'll be fine. We can work that out just perfectly. and start an ad, and let's just get that going. Now, as for the need for large stores, we have one empty bay here, which won't exactly do it. And we're going to need... Oh, we got the people magnet completed. We're going to need 2 floors for each large shop, which is going to be a bit of a sink when it comes to our buildable room. Thankfully enough, we're not in that much of a cramped area for this. One more ad campaign. Still looking good on the services. And they're happy that they're close to the elevator, which is good. I wonder how far that reaches. Only the people who are directly next to them, I think? Yeah, okay. So let's see, only 1 came in, although this one is quite a bit comparatively to a lot of them. I have plenty enough money, 26,774. Our income is now almost breaching 14,000 profit a day. So I don't think I'm going to have any trouble putting in all those services that the large offices are going to require. And it looks like we have 3 new possible tenants, when we only needed 2 to finish that off. Now let's see if our little dream of a large office is okay now. Yes, the technical offices will now move in. So what are we going to need? Obviously, more large stores for these guys, the tech offices, but the engineering offices are open. And let's see, the creative and the financial are fine. And they give a lot more money. Over $300 more a day for the financial, and a little less, but still a decent amount for these. Integrated branding requires cable television. We still have plenty of connections for that. Hates being close to elevators. Likes being close to elevators. So any of these engineering offices I'm going to want to put at the far end. Although I imagine how many... I can only fit 2 on a floor, which might be an issue. I'm not sure whether or not they'll consider it too close. Either way, again, we have plenty of money, and now that we are definitively at the point where we have enough tech offices to start off, we'll start building up yet again. Okay, so we will require auditing, corporate communication, and building security. And it looks like our bottled water services are getting a little overwhelmed. So, you know, I'm going to put a new one in there. They just require their electricity. And we might actually need a whole new level of the basement as well. It might be a better idea just to shove that in. And make sure that the electricity goes all the way to bottled water. So, what is required for these other stuff? We got the auditing, electric and phone for corporate communication, and security, electric and phone. Simple enough. We still have... We might need another phone. In fact, I might want to, instead, because I have so much money, take out this current phone. Oh, crap. I made a mistake. Forgive me for that. I know I was stupid. That's gonna go there. And I took out my cable TV by accident. Either way, I have enough money. Although that took a sizable dent. But now I have 250 phone lines, and our electric is still going fairly strong. I'm going to need a new one in there soon enough as well, though. And they're hard at work building up the upper levels. In fact, yeah, this empty space, when the engineering is going to be put in, since they hate being close to the elevators, I can just put a giant section between, and they should be just perfectly happy. So the creative offices, though, what do they... Oop, there's some more. What do they do? Likes being near art and pretty things, which actually will work out just fine. Hates noise, hates smelly. Perfectly fine. I can create that section in between and put some artwork in between, and it'll affect both offices, so they'll be happy. So I think that we are going to first shove in a financial office and then maybe a creative office on the other side. Yeah, I think that works. That way everybody's happy, because we'll have a financial right near the elevator like they like, and a creative on the other side. And we'll do that for about 3 floors. And we'll see about getting those tech offices in. They like being close to elevators as well, so that works just fine for me. So, once they're finished up here, which they are, they're going to race down and start finishing these off. And that is where it's going to get a little more busy. Because I'm going to put in yet another large electrical right here. And do any of these, if any of these services are going to require water in the future, I should have this as our connection to this floor. Now let's start putting in these services so I can add in our high rent members of the tower. Computer or commercial printing, professional auditing. Over here, our corporate communications, and finally our security, which I think I might put right about here and lead down our phone line here. And there you go. Stretch out the electricity to all of them. And it looks like the city's economy is heating up. which is nice. If you hadn't noticed up in the top right, I don't think I talked about it too much, but there is a certain amount of randomness to how the city's economy will be doing at any one time. And therefore, as you watch for it, you end up seeing how good you're going to end up having the ease of residence coming in. We're going to need 6 large offices, which will be easy enough. Our creative offices, our engineering, they need temporary staffing, and so do they. So I'll need to put in that service as well. But, either way, shoving in these guys. Tech offices still need that. They don't like being close. So we're going to put them on these floors right here. And we'll leave these for the tech offices that I am going to have soon enough. But that will give us our immediate 6 large offices in order to complete our contract and get us a little money boost. So phones. And I'll wait till midnight to put in a little bit of artwork. However, that will be one of the first things I want to do upon getting more income. So what we need is the temp services, which are right here. What do they need again? Same as everybody else. Electric and phone. Okay. Let's make sure they're all hooked up. And we are set. Let's see how good our large offices look. They're probably going to be a very large professional looking office. I'm actually interested in how the engineering and tech offices are going to look once we get them. So we got our little, well, that's done. We got our little cubicles here in our financials. And how do these guys look? Oh, yes. I almost completely forgot. Those guys require television. So they have a cool little boardroom area right here. And it looks like they're all getting drunk on the job. You know, no biggie. I kind of want to put in that artwork right now. Although I do not have the money just as yet. But that also reminds me, I can upgrade height, plaza decorations, and I require a public plaza for the zoning changes. Which means I need a 5-tile plaza. That simply means being outdoors. Now, if you didn't know, once these things are built and there's a floor above them, you can take out just a wee bit, and this can count as a plaza. I simply add in some shrubbery, maybe. Some chairs. well, benches. Well, a chair and a bench. Either way, works out. And now I can get that zoning change. And you will now see that I can extend up a lot further. And those tile restrictions have gone away a bit. Thankfully enough, I don't think I actually need that large of a tower. Just about ever. And we have finished both contracts that I had going. So we're going to pick up a little bit more. I need 300 office workers, which I'm working on right here. 172 out of 300 so far. Residential, no. Restaurant Revolution. They'd be grateful could provide space for large restaurants. Already done. And then what do we need? Glut of gastronomy. I need the finest restaurants in town. I'm not going to do that just yet. I think the next one would be right here, Galleria, which is done, and then Shopping Showcase, which requires 3 large stores, which is what I am planning on working on next, which will also require a little more storage. So now we're going to work on getting those large in there. Now we also have luxury goods stores, gourmet restaurants, and headquarters suites available. In fact, I kind of want to know what the headquarters suites are like. We got tech company HQs, which require gourmet restaurants, luxury stores, and executive club. And then we need, let's see, gourmet restaurants, luxury stores, more legal offices, greater gourmet luxury executive clubs, executive club, and gourmet restaurants. Okay. So looks like we'll be working a little bit longer on all the other stuff in order to work our way up anywhere near the HQ suites. But that is perfectly fine with me. We have 3 large stores right here, which will suffice for our needs. Since I take up 2 floors, I only need to extend the wires out a little bit here. What are they going to require? Phone and electric, phone and electric, phone and electric, and phone and electric. So what are they like? Art, high traffic, hate smells. Art, high traffic, hate smells. Art, high traffic, hate smells. Okay, so they all like the exact same thing. They all want a little bit of artsy stuff, just like the creative offices. And that should not be a problem at all. Let's put in big box electronics. Let's look up these phones in here. And since we have plenty of money to fool around with, let's start going with some of these art exhibits here. For medium art, I'm going to need a little bit more like that. But we don't really need to do too much exceptionally fancy things right now. Let's see. Right here. Let's shove something right there. Let's make this shop happy. And hang a picture for the shop I'm about to put. Ooh, actually, I won't be able to afford the construction cost if I put it in right now. So let's just put this guy in and wait for the next day's income, which is coming right now. Okay. And now to put in this little piece of artwork right here. I wonder, how many more do I need? I don't. So the tech need a health and fitness service, which is going to be down here. They need electric, phone, and water, and they fit nowhere. Okay. So next order of business is going to be building yet another basement level. Since we're going to need a lot more income for the HQ suites and assorted other things, I may want to see about another one of these. Let's put in the financial offices and I think it's worth it right now. So let's wait for that. Build a couple more floors up here as well. And once the health services have been inputted, we will get right on that. Okay, builders, do your thing. And I'll be waiting for the financial office. But I think that is going to be just about it for this episode. As you see, we need a large grocery store as well. I'm going to put that on this level right here. So we have one of each type of large store, regardless of the fact that, yes, we did meet the requirement, but we're going to have quite a few levels with before we get to the luxury everything. So, as always, would you kindly subscribe if you could, like if you would, and I will see you on the next episode of Project Highrise. Goodbye.